Welcome back to the Major Misconduct. I'm Scott. He's Curt. We're going to talk about things that happened this week that are just a little outside the lines. Steven Tyler sang the national anthem yesterday. Well, okay, he sang the national anthem at the
Horrendous. It was awful.
at the AFC Championship game, and all I could think of was that this guy screeching like a screech owl. It was just horrendous.
He sings worse than he looks. He
hard
does, if that's possible.
It's hard to do. But here was the part that drove me crazy. He's a judge on American Idol.
Oh, God.
How can he possibly judge anybody else's singing?
You'd think out of the whole eastern seaboard of the U.S. of A. they could. You know, we were in Steinbach last week, and the girl who sang the anthem in Steinbach was way better than this guy. He's on national television. He's
on
doing
national
an
he's a big star.
NFL.
But the worst part about it is he's not only doing the NFL, but he's judging other people. How could you look at him with a straight face if you were auditioning for American Idol and say, how can you tell me I can't sing?
Oh, would you ever have a comeback for him if he criticized your performance? You're right. You're right. Just, hey, you want to hear this?
Yeah, just bring it out. Yeah, just bring your computer with you and play it for him. The time has come when they do what they did in San Francisco yesterday. They brought out Kristen Chenoweth, who can actually sing. That national anthem was spectacular. It's time to just bring out people who can sing, and it doesn't matter if they're big names or not, because nobody really cares that much about the national anthem anymore. We hear it so often.
Yeah, unless it's a really stirring rendition, and every once in a while you get that sort of thing.
We got it
you
from
know?
Kristen Chenoweth, I thought.
Yeah, and there is something special about that when it's really well done. Otherwise, you might be better off doing like a lot of these rinks do that we see in the junior league, where they just play that old dusty disc that they got sitting somewhere.
It sounds scratchy and nice.
Yeah, I know. But that's why it was so refreshing in Steinbach when they actually had the girl come out and sing. But this mockery or travesty that went on yesterday with this, what's his name? The
Steven
skeletal
Tyler.
guy? Yeah.
Now, speaking of travesties on television, it's not just Steven Tyler as an American Idol judge. But what do you think about a guy like Matt Millen, who destroyed the Detroit Lions organization and yet was rebuilt in less than 2 years to be a playoff team? He took it to 0-16. And then you look at Mike Milbury trying to tell people how to run hockey teams in the United States and Canada. He destroyed 2 franchises, Boston and New York. And New York still hasn't recovered from Mike Milbury.
Well,
what do you think of that stuff when you watch it on television?
Well, you know, what they did to a franchise really doesn't matter to the TV people. They want people to come out, and Mike Milbury is controversial. That's what they want. That's what you get. It's like Don Cherry. I mean, you can be very good at what you do behind the scenes, but it's what you do on the camera, and that's what matters to these people. And they're after the ratings. I enjoy watching Mike Milbury. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff he says, but I enjoy watching Don Cherry, too, for the same reason.
Really?
Really?
You do?
Yes.
This has been the Major Misconduct. It's been a great week for us, and we're glad you could come by and join us on YouTube or anywhere else where you're picking us up. I'm Scott Taylor. He's Curt Keelback. We'll be back next week with a whole bunch of brand new stuff to talk about. The Super Bowl's coming up.
Awesome.